Hey guys, this is Crystal. Today I want to go over my top 5 tips for homeschooling a child with autism or ADHD. And I also think this would apply to homework for public school or just anything you're working on at home with a child that has these special needs. My number 1 tip is to be flexible. Sometimes kids, especially kids with special needs, they're going to have bad days. And if they're having a bad day, you're not going to get out of them what you would if they're having a good day, obviously. So there may be days you're going to have to change your plans. Maybe you were going to go on a field trip and you can't go. Or maybe you were going to do work all day, but they're just not doing it. So you're planning a field trip. Go to the library, go to the park, vice versa. So just be flexible. They have different mood swings. They have different good days and bad days. And sometimes one thing may work on Monday and on Tuesday it's not going to work. So please just try to be flexible. Roll with the punches. You know, just like the tide, it ebbs and flows. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. But just know on those bad days that another good day is coming. So just hang in there, mamas, okay? And dads. My second tip is to have lots of breaks. You know, my son is not going to sit there for 45 minutes and do an assignment. Now, if you put him in front of a computer, if you give him some art supplies or Legos, he may sit there for 45 minutes if he's really, really into it. But otherwise, you know, 10 to 20 minutes is long enough for him to do an assignment, to go over a new topic, to practice. That's as long as he's going to be able to do it. And sometimes it's 2 to 3 minutes. You know what? That's okay. If he can only sit there for a few minutes, that's fine. And sitting there, I use that term loosely. But he gets lots of breaks. He'll do his math, he'll get a break. He'll do his language arts, he'll get a break. We will work on handwriting, he'll get a break. We will go outside and have recess, and he'll get a break after recess, because that is an incentive for him to get through the hard times, and also it helps me because I need that reset time too. But, you know, kids who are wiggly, they just cannot sit there and focus for long periods of times. So when you're thinking about your schedule, schedule in lots of breaks. Another thing is to have a visual routine or schedule that you can go over with them. Help them understand what their day is probably going to look like. They will feel more secure and more relaxed if they know what to expect for the day. And like I said, that day may change, but if you have, you know, a piece of paper where you write out what you want to do for the day, it doesn't have to be minute by minute. Unless your child specifically needs that minute by minute schedule, you can just write down, okay, first we're going to do some math, then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to read a book, and then we're going to take a break. Then you can have lunch, and then we're going to take a break. Then we're going to do science. Then we can go outside and have recess. You know, just something for them to see, okay, this is how my day is going to go. I know with my son, he is so much happier if he knows what to expect. And particularly when he will be done for the day so that he can go on and do his fun stuff. And I don't give him a time that we will be done for the day, but I will give him a list of things that I hope to accomplish. And then once we're done with that list, or most of that list, then we are done for the day and I'll let him know. So that's been a huge help in our homeschool. You can also have an actual calendar where you write down field trips, special days, doctor appointments, and go over that. My son usually needs at least a week in advance for something big so that he can prepare himself, like a field trip. And he needs a day or two in advance for doctor appointments or smaller commitments so that he knows what to expect and to prepare himself for any anxieties that he may have. Number 4, freedom to move. They do not have to sit still in a chair to learn. Children can learn while moving their bodies. They can learn while doing other things. While you're reading to them, they can play with Legos, they can color, they can hop on one foot, they can pace back and forth, and they are still absorbing. I promise you, give it a try. Read a book to them and let them move freely, and then ask them about that book, and they're going to tell you what the answer is. I know with Parker that he is not going to sit in a chair on his behind. He's either going to be standing at the table, he's going to be sitting on one knee, or he'll be doing some kind of ballet moves, one leg up in the air and the other leg on tippy toes. My son will even sit on his tippy toes or his heels on the table. And you know what? That's okay. That's why we homeschool, because he needs to be able to move his body freely. There are things you can buy, like wobble seats, that they can actually sit. It's like a little stool, and it will wobble back and forth. It doesn't scratch your floor. We don't have one of those yet. I really want to get one. They are kind of expensive. You can do bean bags. You can sit on the couch, sit on the recliner. They can run back and forth in the room. I mean, whatever works for your child. If they need to move, let them move. They will learn so much better, and they will feel so much more comfortable in their environment. And the more comfortable they are and the happier they are, the more they can just soak up and be present for what you're going over. Number 5, and this is by far the biggest tip that I have for any parent going through anything with any kind of child, is if you need it, ask for help. That can be medical help, educational help, spiritual help. It can be emotional help. You may need support from a spouse, a family member. You may be about to lose your mind and say, listen, I have got to get away. Go to the park, go to Dollar Tree, something. I have been there where you just need a break. It is better for you and your child both, or children, to ask for help and take breaks when you need it. If your child is struggling with something, and you just don't have the expertise, it's okay to ask for help. Parker right now is in occupational therapy. I'm not a therapist. I can implement therapies at home that are gone over with me with a therapist, but I am not a professional. I need to take him to a professional to help him be where he needs to be. He has been in speech therapy. He has been in physical therapy. He has done behavioral therapy. We've done family behavioral therapy. And all of these things have changed our lives and changed his life for the better. You can ask your doctor for any kind of help that you may need on the medical side of things. If they need any kind of therapy that they would typically get in a school, you can go through your doctor and apply for that therapy. Your school district can also provide that therapy. If you need help, and let's say you do not have medical insurance, you can go to your school district and tell them you want your child to be evaluated. And I know definitely in my state, in South Carolina, and probably most, if not all other states, they are obligated by federal law to provide an evaluation for your child, and if needed, therapy. So it's okay. Ask for help. Sometimes I have to ask my mom, hey, can you watch Parker for a couple hours? Because I just need a break. Or I've got to go to the grocery store and I need to go by myself, because we homeschool. We're with our kids all of the time. And it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. I have emailed my pastor, texted my pastor, called my pastor. Please pray for me. I'm dealing with this. He is having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. That's okay. People want to help. All you have to do is ask for it. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. Okay? It shows that you're willing to go out of your comfort zone to do absolutely whatever you need to do to make your child have the healthiest and brightest life possible. Okay? So I just want to encourage you. I have other tips that I can put together another video. And if you have your own tips for me and for other families who are homeschooling children who are a little bit wiggly, a little bit atypical, go ahead and leave that in the comments. We can all be here for each other and all support each other. All right, thanks. Bye.